YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl Makar from Cougar's Closet. How y'all doing today? Okay, so listen, today we are back under my hair um, tab again. And today what I am doing, I am giving a hair tip for today for my naturals because you never know what someone needs to diagnose their hair problem, right? So it might be things that people know and think people should know, but then again, we're all in this together because this is our hair or textured people hair. Um, a lot of people have textured hair, Mediterranean and Arabic. Some of them, depending on who captured and conquered and smushed. Hey, I was about to get gushy. So I wanted to come on here and share a hair tip because I want us all to improve and get better. Each one teach one, right? So my hair tip today and my hair conversation today is oil versus moisturizers. So if you have been in the past like I have, said I was moisturizing my hair but I was putting oil on my hair saying my hair was moisturized, then you need this tip. So some people that really haven't got into really the math of their hair yet and the language of their hair yet, like when they think they're moisturizing their hair, they have oil. But the thing is with oil doesn't do anything but oil your hair. So if you're not using a moisturizer, then you could have a waxy or itchy scalp or something like that from an oil overload. And if that's the case, then you would need to detoxify with a clarifying shampoo and conditioner and then go back in and put the moisture back in, right? Because you're going to strip that hair and get all that stuff out of there or whatever. Then you need a moisturizer first because you want to moisturize the hair. And most moisturizers come, creamy and heavy or light. You just have to find out according to the texture of your hair. That would be the first thing to find out what type of texture you have. And how much you can apply if your hair is porous and it absorbs real quick or, you depend on your density, you would have to figure out how much product you need. But when you get the creaming agents on your hair, that's when you're moisturizing. And then what you want to do after that, you want to put the oil on top of the moisturizer. Because now you want to seal the moisture in because it's one of those things where if you don't seal the cream in, it looks lustrous when you first put it on. But then like an hour or two, your hair looks real, real dry. That's because you don't have an oil to seal in the moisture. So you always want to follow with oil like either a coconut oil, but I only use coconut oil in the summertime because it emulsifies. And I've talked about bits and pieces here of this in some of my other hair tabs. But like a grapeseed oil would be good. It probably real good for, people with thinner textures or could be thick, just depends, because you might not need that much because it absorbs into the cuticle. And like other oils, like olive oils and stuff like that, some of them just sit on top of the hair shaft and they make the outside shine. But see, the ones that penetrate, like the coconut oil and the grapeseed oils, those are the ones that create shine coming from inside out. See, there's a difference with shining your hair on the outside, and there's a difference shining your hair inside out, if that makes sense. Because those other oils is not going to penetrate into the scalp. But that's where it comes into play, where I talk to you about finding out your texture of your hair. And once you do that, you can start studying and researching the kind of hair you have. And they have a hair chart where, y'all listen, I ain't got it all together. I'm just giving you an example. Where, it talks about 1 through 4, whatever. And 1 being the loosest. Well, no, 1 being straight. And 2 being like an ocean wave texture. And, 3 being like a spiral texture. And then it starts getting towards the coarser, corkscrews and, zigzag patterns, crimp patterns, all these different hair textures. It starts talking about these things. And then you could go from there and ask, what products do you need? Do they recommend, And even with, and these are for the hair lovers. Even, or the ones that want to get it right. Even with, some of these products, it might take you a while to get it figured out what your hair likes, because some things your hair gonna like, some things your hair ain't gonna like. Some things ain't gonna do the job, some things gonna do the job better than others. But I've talked before about like Dollar Tree having nice products, like for people that haven't perfected the skill yet, because you don't want to go out and buy like I have done in the past, but hey, I got it figured out. You don't want to go out and buy $100 products or $75 products and $50 products and you don't know how to work them yet. So the Dollar Tree has a lot of things that could get you there. A nice oil, a nice cream and conditioner and shampoo until you perfect your craft. And then once you get it perfected, then you go all in Ulta and stuff, And then that stuff, you don't have to use as much because you paid so much for it. It's highly, highly, highly concentrated. Yeah. So that's what I want to talk about. If you're oiling your hair saying you are moisturizing it, then you are just oiling it. You have to moisturize and then oil. Yeah. And are you combing your hair wet? Making sure you're combing it wet, right? You're not pulling it out and snatching it. At least dampen it. It's just one of those things. And some days, like I hardly ever use the blow dryer on my hair. It has to be if I got out and it's real, real cold or something, then I'll take a blow dryer to it or something. But then I have to be careful with that because it'll straighten my hair like really, really straight. It don't take much, like two, and baby, I'll be looking like Michael Jackson. You should see me swinging it. Ugh. So yeah, I just thought this would be a helpful tip for somebody, because a lot of times people find out hair strategies they won't share. Some people do, but each one teach one. So this concludes my segment here for my hair tip for today: oils and moisturizers, Cooker's Closet.